In this video, let's talk about what to do if a man is pulling away and the number one mistake you want to avoid. Now, if you have a man in your life right now and he is pulling away, first and foremost, I know what a painful experience that can feel, especially if everything else was going well. Especially if in the beginning he was really into you and he was really making all this effort, and now suddenly you start to see that his efforts are reducing, his texts are less frequent, he stopped engaging with your social media altogether, even though that doesn't mean much. But more than anything else, your communication is dropping, the frequency of your dates is also dropping. Now, in my world, as a dating and relationship coach, I know that most smart, successful women I work with do not chase men. They know they are the prize, they let men pursue them. But it's a very different story when a man you like starts to pull away from you, because this can activate all kinds of fears and not good enough emotions inside a woman, which can then make her behave in ways that lower her value in the eyes of a man and demonstrate desperation or neediness. So make sure you watch this video right till the end, because not only will I show you what mistake to avoid, I will also tell you what you should be doing to demonstrate value in a scenario where you find yourself being abandoned or feeling neglected or ignored by the very man that you like and who you thought was going to be the one or had serious potential. Welcome, this is dating and relationship coach Sami Wunder. If you've just found me, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I give you new videos every Saturday, 5 p.m. Berlin time, with amazing tips on how you can attract an empowered masculine man and create a healthy relationship with him. And I'm really good at what I do, with thousands of success stories, marriages and proposals emerging from my programs. All right, so what is the pattern that follows when a man you like starts pulling away? The pattern that the man displays is less frequent engagement and communication with you and less frequent in-person time with you. Now, what happens within you as a woman when you start noticing that a guy you like is pulling away? Well, the first thing it activates is fear. Of course, we have all been there. We have all liked somebody, invested in somebody, started to build our hopes for somebody that maybe this could be the one, this is going really well, maybe I finally found the one. And then when they start to behave in this way, the first thing that comes up is fear. That feeling of abandonment, neglect, or maybe that fear of that same old pattern from before repeating itself, leaving a really bad taste in our mouths. Now, the second response is, what should I do in this situation? Because he's pulling away, you're going to start feeling all kinds of difficult emotions. The feelings of not being good enough could be coming up. The feelings of not being worthy enough could come up. The feelings of being abandoned could come up. The feelings of, did I do something wrong here? Is this the treatment I deserve because I did something wrong? That's why he's angry with me. So all of these feelings could come up for you. And honestly, even the most smart, successful women that I work with inside my Elevate program, which is my 6 months live group coaching program where we help you attract an empowered masculine man. You work directly with me and my team. If you're interested, make sure to click the link in the description below and check this out. But basically, what we teach our clients is we see that even the smartest women, when these difficult emotions come up, they find it really hard to sit with these emotions. And so their response to these difficult emotions is not to sit with their difficult emotions in love and compassion, but to rush to being in their masculine, which is, what should I do? What should I do here? How do I make it better? And this then brings you into masculine energy. You start to initiate texting yourself. You start to initiate conversations about the relationship yourself. Maybe you start to overlike all his social media posts. Maybe you start to overfollow him on his Instagram stories. Maybe you just feel like if you made more effort and you showed him that you're here, you want to do this, you're interested, you believe that that's going to pick up the tempo and the momentum of the relationship again. But nothing could be further away from the truth. The truth is that when somebody is reducing their effort in us, when somebody's reducing their effort in you, you should be reducing your effort in them. Whereas what happens is that because all these emotions are triggered, we start to behave in a contrary way. Instead of reducing our effort, reducing our attention, downgrading this person and their importance in our lives, we upgrade our effort and attention for them. It's almost like you stopped pursuing me, so now I'm going to work harder for you and pursue you so that you can choose me and love me again. And as you can imagine, there is nothing attractive about this. There is nothing powerful about this. It actually ends up making us look desperate and needy for a man's love. Now, if you're listening to this right now and you see yourself in this equation where the person you like reduced his effort and you stepped it up, then have compassion for yourself, because nobody taught us these skills in school or at university. We're just supposed to know how to deal with our difficult feelings. We're just supposed to know how to attract a healthy man, how to keep a healthy relationship. So be kind to yourself, because it's very likely that you're learning these skills for the first time. And this is why a program like Elevate is so powerful, because it gives you all the scripts, all the strategies, methodologies, and mindsets that you need to adopt and display if you desire to attract a healthy masculine man and keep him in your life. So if you have somebody in your life right now who's pulling away, this is the number one mistake you want to avoid, which is stepping up your effort for them despite them downgrading their effort for you. And the high value response in this situation is really to proportionately respond to their effort, which means that if they have reduced their attention to you, if a man has reduced his attention and effort for you, you also correspondingly reduce your attention and effort for them. Now, is this painful? Of course it is. Is this disappointing? Of course it is. But you know what's even more painful and even more disappointing? It is to keep investing your time, attention, and energy in somebody who does not clearly value it. If you understand by now how healthy men operate, they care nothing more than pleasing the woman they like. And so if this man is not making even the minimal effort to keep you in his life, you're probably better off without him. Now here's the funny part. Often with our Elevate clients, when we ask them to downgrade their effort, their attention, their energy from the man who is not giving to them his effort, his attention, and his energy, often these men come back. Now, if a man is pulling away and you downgrade your attention from him, it is quite likely that within the next 10 days, 15 days, he's going to come back, pop into your inbox, maybe try to see you again, maybe try to have a conversation with you, ask you how you're doing. Now, that is a great time to bring up the conversation around, hey, I would be happy to see you. However, I did not feel like you were interested anymore because I did not see much effort coming from you. So that's a great script to give, but you can only give that script when a guy actually makes the effort to come back into your life. If he is silent on you, if he's not responding to your texts, if he's disappeared, doesn't make any effort, giving this kind of script will only make you look more needy and desperate. So in Elevate, we talk a lot about the importance of timing things right. Timing is so critical. The problem with so many challenges that women face in dating today is because we don't know when to say the right thing. We think we can be vulnerable at early dating. If you're too vulnerable in early dating, it's not entirely in your favor. Sometimes when a relationship is going well, then we find it hard to be vulnerable, even though that is the time to be vulnerable and bond deeper. So timing is so important in terms of when you reveal your feelings. Now, if you are a single woman who would love to get support with exactly these kind of situations, then I would love to invite you to check out my Elevate group coaching program. It is a live 6-month program with stellar life coaching from myself and my team of relationship coaches. Inside it, you get three things. You get my world-class love success framework curriculum, which is an exact 6-step process that I have built in order to help you attract your dream man in record time. And we have thousands of success stories emerging from this love success framework over the last 10 years. Secondly, you get live coaching every week on a call with me and my team for the entire period of 6 months. And last but not the least, you also get Facebook group support where you can drop in your questions, personal situations, any dating situations. What do I say to him? What do I do in this situation? 24/7 available for you over the 6-month period. So Elevate is enrolling right now. It is the number one way to work with me. So if it calls you, I invite you to check it out below. You can also book a call and they will be happy to answer any questions you have about this program. If this video was helpful, don't forget to give me a like. I love you all so much. And here's to feeling powerful and strong in your love life.